Es hora de hablar de cómics.
Entonces hablemos de cómics.
Oh, ok.
Ok, está bien. Esto es Bam, el podcast.
Oh yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Thank you so much for being with us in another episode of Bam L Podcast. This is Rudiman7653, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok.
Red Assassin55, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikToks.
Remember, you can follow us on Pam_podcast on Twitter and Instagram, and Pam L Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and the TikTok. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Nigga. What?
I really don't think we can say that.
We're in Mexico.
Yeah, that's true.
And remember that clip from Gabriel Iglesias and one of the Wayans brothers? I don't remember if it was in a movie, series, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They say, dude, I can say it if I'm Mexican.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And we're Mexicans.
That's true.
Alright. But well, putting all these jokes aside, thank you so much for being with us another week. We have a lot of things to talk about in this beautiful program. So tell me, how was your week?
I'm good. All good.
Perfect. How about if we get into the mess right away?
Yep.
You have a lot of energy, right?
Nope.
Why not?
Now I do.
Everything okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright. So basically we have the situation with Warner Discovery. A bunch of things that probably we believe that are going straight to the toilet. Some others that are making us think, what the hell's wrong with you guys? Or why do you have to make me go through this?
Why do you hate me and love me at the same time?
So tell me, we have to begin. Warner Discovery now moving more projects from HBO Max, removing everything. Or well, not everything, but a lot of good things. So tell me.
Well, for what I see is just that they want to make me hate them and love them at the same time.
But why?
Well, Why they just announced that some of the projects, like from Cartoon Network, they're gonna go away from HBO Max. They're not gonna put them there. They're gonna put it on Cartoon Network on cable. I'm like, but you know this is not going to last. Streaming is the future. But I like my money.
Probably they are gonna make as much as they can to keep it alive. As much as they can.
Why?
I don't think that's a good idea.
And now they announced like the...
Well, remember that this new direction of Warner and HBO and all that shit is taking decisions that are like putting everybody's eyebrows like into the sky. Like, why? Because it really contradicts a lot of what was the direction that they had before this change.
Yep.
For example, this guy David Zaslav. That's
yep,
it.
David Zaslav.
He's making that amount of pressure, dude. I am doing changes for the good of my company, and now we're even losing money on the stock market.
Is exactly what you wanted to avoid. You are the cause of it. Stop it. It's just like, it's so asinine when I think about it. Like, I am causing
what?
the asinine, idiotic, stupid, idiot, imbecile. Every adjective that I tell you.
Okay.
So it's so stupid that you wanted to avoid something, and now you're realizing that you're making it. They wanted to avoid the thing you wanted to avoid. You
That's
wanted
true.
to avoid losing
Money.
$2 billion. Guess what? You caused it. You are the cause of it.
The word value of Warner Brothers in general came down or went. Oh my God, $2 billion or $3 billion, something
And
like
according
that.
to Zaslav, that's what he wanted to avoid.
And counting.
And that's what he wanted to avoid.
Because he wanted to save money.
And
Well, look at where your savings went, dude.
to the shitter.
Yeah.
So in any case, it's just idiot. Just idiotic.
Really.
Well, like, I know what if you want to cancel projects because you realize they're not good projects, let's get rid of them. Alright, I get it.
Well, it's not like this is one of the things that I don't.
You
I
want
will
to
never
change
understand.
HBO Max now to make more multi-platform deals and things like that. This is not going to hold up.
Definitely
Even
not.
Disney, they're saying, "Oh, we can do this," because Disney are morons. But because they have value. They also Hulu, the thing they have in the US, Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN.
Yes, because we have to remember that outside of United States and Canada, and I believe some parts of Europe.
No, just mostly Canada and in the US.
Okay, Hulu doesn't exist.
Exactly.
We have some different stuff. In this case, the name of that shit is Star Plus here in Latin America.
Yes, and everybody thinks this is idiotic, but okay, we're gonna pay for it because the shows are still good.
Well, yes, but there's gonna be a moment where all of these changes are gonna make you, as a consumer, say, you know what? I am not gonna tolerate this. I'm so fucking out of it. I mean, why so many people is going out of Netflix? Because they don't agree with the way they're gonna charge you. I mean, the basic package of Netflix is only gonna give you a bunch of series, not all of the catalog, and with a lot of publicity and ads.
So you said screw that. So that's why we think, like, stop making decisions based on money. You have the money. You have our money. Now just do good shit. That's all you need to worry about. But no, you want more.
There's a theory actually. There's a theory actually that they want to build something multi-platform because the Disney conglomerate. Is it okay to say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The whole Disney group has a bunch of platforms out there. Instead of focusing everything on one single platform, which I believe is going to be a lot easier, they prefer to put everything on multiple platforms. Hulu, Disney Plus, obviously, ESPN Plus, and Star Plus for Latin America. For the countries that don't have Hulu, you have Star Plus.
And I understand that, but for what I've seen, we don't have ESPN Plus here. It's part of Star Plus. It's part of the package.
I wouldn't hire it.
No, I'm not
I
saying
like
that you have
sports.
to. I'm not saying you have to. It's just part of it.
I'm not saying I don't like sports, but I wouldn't hire.
Amazon Prime has the right idea. They combine it with Fox Sports. It's part of it.
You also have to pay for the channel in Amazon Prime.
No, not all of it. So you have to pay for Fox, but not Fox Sports.
No, you actually have to pay for Fox Sports.
Well,
that sucks because it's like you pay for Amazon Prime only $2? No, $5. $5 every month for Amazon Prime, and for that Fox Sports thing, you have to pay also other two. No, you have to pay even more.
No, it's actually just two because it's an additional because it's added to.
Well, the last time I saw it,
Fox Sports has its own platform, and that one has a cost of $6. That's true.
No. I'm saying here that I pay. Okay, let's reduce it to pesos, because that's the amount that I remember. 99 pesos, which is $5 a month, only for Amazon Prime.
Yes.
The Fox Sports channel alone was 150 pesos. That's $7.50.
And now
imagine I have to pay $12 only because I want to pay for one sports channel. No, hell no, man, hell no. I'm not gonna do that shit.
But now with Warner, I don't know what's their idea, because they said no, we're not doing streaming anymore. Why?
That's the future, man.
That's where everything is heading to.
I guess it's not like they're not gonna do streaming anymore. They want to have a lot more variety of channels. You know, for example, I was telling you about Disney, right? Disney has Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, in other countries Star Plus. They have those are 4 platforms. Okay, they are not focusing everything on one single platform like Netflix. Imagine if Netflix has sports.
But in any case,
that's not
the point.
But
it's just
my guess, just real quick, my guess is that HBO Max, Warner Discovery in general, they want to focus there.
But
I know.
Now that I have to deal with something they call the Disney bundle every single day, and it's a great idea because we basically have something like that, but people more and more are just getting out of it because it's just too expensive. Like, we're not doing that.
I prefer to pay cable.
Exactly.
It's a lot cheaper.
I'd rather
cable
pay
is cheaper.
So basically, I think this is a horrible ploy to get TV back on the map. Like, oh no, we're gonna go back to the old days. Like, everything was on TV. Streaming was just an afterthought or something extra.
Maybe because they still see a big amount of income because of the TV channels.
Exactly, for commercials, TV spots, and
or
things
deals like that. Yeah,
exactly.
You're right.
I think that is just what they are doing. Like they're overpricing something that it was supposed to be the future.
Well, the future is now, and the future is expensive as hell.
And that's why they this is just a control of the market. Like we're gonna make it so expensive that you will have to go back to the other way.
I don't think that's really the intention.
But it sounds
that's
like
where it feels like.
feels like that.
It feels like it. I mean, it's like, why do you want us to just let us have your fucking streaming service? I mean, our TV has a better chance to have a better quality of image on the streaming than on the cable.
But no, is that my money comes from revenue of advertisers. You have to pay for that. Like, that's great, man.
I gotta tell you something, man. That's why right now I am not watching TV. I haven't watched a single TV show unless I go to someone else's place. I swear to God, because of those reasons. I mean, I don't like advertising. I don't want to see it. I see a lot of YouTube shit, and you also have publicity there, but I skip it, and that's it. I mean, just give me 5 or 6 seconds, and that should do the trick.
Even so, you're gonna plan the idea, and I don't mind those 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't let you skip because it's 5 seconds instead of 10.
It's smart.
But hey, at least it's just 5 seconds. I don't mind them. But in this case, they're just. Feels like that they want to go back, force the people to go back to an older way.
I don't want to, man. It's very simple. Okay, it's because let's put it this way: you have also great shows on Apple TV, Apple TV Plus, or what's the name of that?
Just Apple TV.
Apple TV, Netflix, Disney, and the bundle of Disney.
Exactly.
You
and
know?
now here's
HBO,
the other note.
Because there is a good chance, there's a massive chance that HBO Max is going to be divided in HBO Max and Discovery Plus. The HBO Max for men, that's kind of the tendency that I heard, and Discovery Plus for women.
Look,
because of something that they research and evaluate about separating shows. We see that women are watching this and men are watching this.
Guess what? Don't care, because that is just probably just a face value. So there are men who watch Sex and the City for the joy of it. I mean, I haven't seen it.
Shows.
Or reality shows that appear on Discovery.
Yeah.
It's not. They're not. That is the dumbest idea I have ever heard. That is a dumbass idea because
and we have heard a lot of dumb ideas. A lot of those.
Because but men watch House of the Dragon. Women watch it too, man.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So if that is the reality of things, they're fucking morons. Are they really think they still live in the 50s?
Probably.
But
otherwise, what is the explanation that you can get out of that?
Yeah, I don't get any other explanation. They're fucking morons. But here's the thing that makes me even more mad. They announce really good projects. They're getting me madder. They announce really great projects. They're still keeping Green Lanterns. They say like, oh, we're not canceling the movies of Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2. We're just moving them a little bit further in calendar, but not as much.
Because they are going to reshoot a couple of things.
But I say, okay, there's no cancellation.
Yes, but dude, I feel like Justice League 2.0.
I mean,
I just see it.
They didn't change the directors.
So what? If they didn't change the directors for Suicide Squad or Batman v Superman, that they also made some reshootings?
No, they didn't do reshootings. They made a
serious amount of editing?
Yeah.
That's the point.
But now here's the thing. At least it could have been worse. It could have. Reshootings are not a bad idea as long as they fit.
Well, The Rock didn't say that about Black Adam.
Well, let's see Black Adam. They didn't cancel. They're still keeping that shit despite that it's in 2 months. 2 fucking months.
Relax, man. Just take a deep breath.
But they announced really good projects, so I'm saying, what the fuck? Why are you like this? You're telling me horrible things that get me mad, but now you're saying, oh no, we also have good stuff. Like, fuck you, man. You know I'm gonna watch that.
You know I'm gonna still pay you. That's not fair.
And
that's true. You know that's true.
So fuck you, Warner, for making me feel like this.
That's why I prefer to watch things on YouTube.
Yeah.
And to be honest, piracy internet. Honestly.
This is Mexico, man. You will never stop us on that.
Oh, yeah. For example, just so they can get mad with me, Justice League. I didn't watch it on HBO Max.
I know.
I watched it on some other sites I'm not gonna quote. But, you know those sites. I'm sorry. You know those websites.
Yeah, I know.
Because I said, dude, the way they are handling things, I prefer to watch it that way. And I have a good antivirus software for my computer.
I'm good.
To be honest.
So
But
you're
well,
good.
let's
But
go to
no,
the next part. Let's move on to other things because you're gonna get stressed. I see a vein coming out of your forehead and that's scaring me the shit out of it. Speaking about good things that Warner has done,
House of the Dragon has come out.
yes, the first episode of House of the Dragon. What are your thoughts, your opinions about this
Spoiler-free.
Game of Thrones spin-off?
Spoiler free. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's what says on the tin. It's 200-ish years before Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good with that. There's dragons, and this is something they reference in the third season. That there's not been dragons in Westeros for
a long time?
for hundreds of years.
Yep.
So
Well, probably we're gonna see why.
exactly. Now we're gonna see why, and I just a really, really throwaway line that it's one episode in one of the seasons. Now they're gonna make a full show about it.
Well, that's pretty interesting. I know it's also bringing back to life the franchise of Game of Thrones because there's a lot of fans that are still into it,
Oh no! It's
and they
still-
are a little bit mad with the writer for not writing a good book for the final. I mean, not for the final season, but not giving us a good ending of the story.
not giving us a book in general. Fuck you, George R.R. Martin. You might be a great writer, but you're a fucking lazy writer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
I'm not gonna take away his talent when he writes. When he
Definitely.
finally writes something, oh, he's really good.
He finally writes, but he decided to say, this is my job.
Oh yeah, this is something I do.
This is how I make money.
And when he finally writes something, he's really good. But he's
But when he writes it,
but
well,
he's fucking
I don't
lazy.
think it was. I don't think it was easy to write those things, man.
Then just do it. Just push through it. Every writer that makes a saga like that will tell you, well, sometimes you just have to push through it. You just have to do it.
Because you started this shit, you have to finish it somehow, right?
Exactly. It started like, for example, J.K. Rowling. She said that she struggled a lot writing the last book, but she said, "Fuck it, I have to."
I have to give some conclusion to this shit.
Exactly, and she did. It's
Tolkien did the same with the Lord of the Rings.
exactly, and he did it way before all the marketing, like IP shit. He just wrote the story he wanted to tell, and that's it.
I remember that.
Sometimes I think people, especially new writers, think like, "Oh, this is so difficult. Where's my inspiration?" Desperation sometimes is your inspiration.
You want to find a good way to really get it going? What's your deadline, brother? You have 1 week away and you have half book to go. So you better get your ass working.
Sometimes it's that. I mean,
Yeah.
Stephen King, he says that he has a contract that it's one book at least a year. So
Damn, man. So he has to be working all the time.
and he does it. He said like, screw it, I'm doing it.
Like, well, this is my job, so I have to do it.
So he does it. I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be the biggest book in the world, like
Definitely.
the most scariest thing in the world. It's just a book.
Give me something. It has my name on it. People's gonna buy it.
And guess what? They do. So
That's the worst part.
It's not a bad part. It's a job.
Yeah, that's his job. Going back to the first episode of House of Dragon.
Is that we don't want to spoil much because if we
that's
keep
a problem, man. We really want to get it going on the show, but we can't because it's just one episode. It's
people
only
say
1
like,
week.
don't spoil it to me.
Don't worry, we're not gonna spoil anything. We can tell is that it started good.
It's
It
a good
started
start.
real, real good.
Matt Smith as the new Targaryen, I love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go for the next part, which is first criticism or first critics of the Lord of the Rings Ring of Power.
Rings.
Oh, sorry,
Plural.
Rings of Power from Amazon Prime.
Yes.
And those are.
The critics are saying this is great. This is amazing.
This is exactly what we expected from the Lord of the Rings set.
I mean, it's too big that you think it might be a mess because that's the mythology of Tolkien. It's way too big.
It feels like Star Wars mythology. It's too big. you don't even know where to start sometimes.
So they said this is great. It's a concise story that fits in the whole mythology, in the whole thing, because it's based on that mythology. It's those basically lost chapters or those spots.
How are those lost chapters if from the writer?
It's not a lost chapter. It's just like plot holes. Like
more stories.
Exactly. People have written Tolkien since it became that his family, as long as the family approves it, people can write more Tolkien. Like for video games, for just table board games.
Okay, so they make it grow.
Exactly.
They are allowing other writers to make it grow.
As long as it is permitted by the Tolkien family.
That's cool.
That's cool. I'm good. So, and so they know that as long as this is good, you can do it. And people say, no, that's good. But here's the thing that makes it, how do you say,
difficult
for people to get it, is that the fandom.
But I understood. But I thought it was a lot easy. It was really easy to understand.
Oh no, Tolkien is easy to understand.
The fandom sucks.
Yeah, like everything in the world.
Well,
the fandom
surprised
sucks.
me for some reason, but tell me what's going on.
Because
what did they do now?
Because now they said, oh, this is not Tolkien. He didn't put like a black elf and things like that. Like, actually, he did.
That's it.
And then, no, that's not true. I didn't see it in the movies. Because you only saw the fucking movies.
So basically, you're going to defend them that really has no idea.
Exactly.
Well,
because this is basically based most on the Silmarillion and a few expansions by other authors.
It's based on what?
Silmarillion. It's a conjunction of many stories that he put in the Middle Earth.
Oh.
And part of them are also written by other writers. The show, not the Silmarillion. That is completely Tolkien. But he put himself in many of those stories that there are elves from the south, from southern places that look very from black skin, fair skin, or tan skin, like Mediterranean.
And that's a problem?
And that's not a problem. For me, that's not a problem.
So what is a problem?
Apparently, people didn't get it or didn't read the fucking books.
Why?
Because now they're complaining like, oh, you're just forcing your progressive agenda on this. Like,
it would feel like it.
But because
considering how times are moving now,
then everything is progressive. And then if you're going for that, everything in the single fucking world is progressive.
Why?
The Sandman was with a LGBT character or with a non-binary character since the beginning of the fucking comic. It's not progress. It's not an forced inclusion. Now with Tolkien, he put this type of elves. They just were not put in the Lord of the Rings book because that was another corner of the Middle Earth.
So basically, they were not included because the story was not developing there.
Exactly. Then he put stories.
But they were supposed to be there.
Exactly.
In a certain way, of course.
Exactly. And now, when he wrote the Silmarillion, or the stories also in the Silmarillion, he put them stories there, where they explain that their selves exist. They're there. They're over.
Just don't get too crazy, man. You're the only one that gets excited about the Lord of the Rings that way.
No, I'm not the only one.
Well, from our fandom.
So I'm just thinking, what the fuck do you think was that? But I saw the movies. Then shut the fuck up. You only know the movies.
Relax, man. They was supposed to be the good part where you get unstressed, relax, and stuff. Because the critics said it was a good movie.
Oh yeah,
you turned it into something that it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, just I hate those guys.
Don't. Go to Twitter, man. That's a hate place.
But the critics said it's great, and I'm so excited because some of my favorite critics from Variety and the New York Post say it's great. So I'm saying, oh, thank you. I was really excited about it.
All right. So let's continue because I see your vein coming up, so I don't want to see it. It's scaring me the shit out of it. Universal. How did they got this property?
I don't know. Dynamite has the Dynamite print has a contract with Paramount, but apparently the reason we're saying this is because the character Red Sonja is gonna get her own new movie. She had one.
There was a movie from Red Sonja before. Bridget Nielsen was supposed to be Red Sonja. Yes, Sylvester Stallone ex-wife.
Yes, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was in there for some reason.
Because he was Conan the Barbarian. They were supposed
But he wasn't called Conan the Barbarian in that movie.
But they were supposed to be in the same universe, so technically speaking, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know. But who knows? Copyright things, probably.
Yeah.
But now Universal got the rights, which is funny because Red Sonja as a comic book character, it's now printed by Dynamite. Which is, it has a majority contract with Paramount.
What are they doing there? We have no idea.
No idea. Probably because there's vampires.
Bro, dude, you're excited because you're gonna watch on the screen another big, strong woman saying, "You can use my thighs as collarbone."
Just as collarbone. Collarbone is the little bone in there.
I know. You can wear me. Okay.
I mean, I'm not as creepy
Imagine
as
that
you.
shit on the Red Sonja voice.
I'm not as creepy as you, man. But,
Imagine it with Red Sonja.
I mean, I like big,
Or She-Hulk.
I like
You
big,
like those
I
women.
like big women. I like big, strong women, physically strong women.
I like big butts in the cannot lie. Two other brothers can't deny. I don't remember the rest of the movie, but well, you get the idea.
Yeah, and I like those type of women. I don't like. I'm not masochist. I don't like to get hurt.
Dude, no.
I just like them big.
That thing has a lot of interpretations, but well, anyway, let's go to the last part of the show before this thing gets a little bit crazier. This is the part where we get happy because it's an anime note, and I can't believe finally we get it. Shonen Jump has announced third season of One Punch Man. Yes, that's right. Saitama is gonna be back, motherfucker.
Well, he never left, but they just never did another fucking show. But now I'm so happy.
Oh yes, they needed the manga to finish.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is finished now.
They didn't pull out Naruto with a lot of stuff part. Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
We appreciate it.
A lot.
But why to wait that long?
Because of the manga.
Why?
The manga took so long?
It's yeah, it wasn't a weekly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Little
Alright.
detail. Little detail.
Little detail. It's
Yeah.
not a weekly show.
I know.
Okay, well, okay, that explains it. But thank you. I love this
We
idea.
appreciate it. We appreciate it. One Punch Man coming back to the TVs or streaming or whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. They're gonna be back.
Okay.
And after what happens in the second season, I was like, really? You're gonna make me wait? Yes, they are gonna make me wait.
Okay.
But well. Okay, so that was it. That was today's show. Thank you so much for listening to another Pam podcast show. This is Rudyman7653, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok.
Red Assassin55, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok.
Remember, you can follow us on Pam_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and PamL Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, and the TikTok.
Yay.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to us on all of our platforms. This has been Pam. Hey, give a sub, give a like, give a comment. It's for free. Good things are for free, I guess.
Esto fue Pam, el podcast.
Recuerden, Pam-podcast, Twitter e Instagram. Síguenos en Pam, el podcast en Facebook y YouTube.
Pam, el podcast.